Welcome to the Lion's Den. My name's Robert Love, a neuroscientist. I specialize in helping people prevent Alzheimer's disease with science. Today is February 8th, 2023, and we're talking about sleep. Sleep is essential not only for your immune system, for bodily health, for quality of life, but also for memory and reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease. If your sleep quality is low, that puts you at significant risk for chronic diseases like Alzheimer's disease, other forms of dementia, as well as obesity, diabetes. Low levels of sleep is associated with an increased risk of all cause mortality, which is death from all causes. And today we're going to be talking about the benefits of sleep and what you can do to improve your sleep. And we're not just talking about supplements, we're not just talking about melatonin. I will field questions about melatonin, but we're also going to be talking about behaviors you can do to improve your sleep quality. Things you can do as soon as you wake up that can improve your sleep quality later that night. Some exercises, some breathing exercises that can reduce stress. Two of the most important things you can do to improve your sleep quality are physical movement and reducing stress. We're going to talk about both, and then I'm going to answer your questions, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, welcome to the Lion's Den. I'm so excited to be here with you. Yeah, Longhorn baby. That's what we're talking about. Grace. Hi, Kathy. Okay, so let me know about your questions about sleep. What would you like to talk about? I started taking magnesium for sleep and I've been sleeping bad. Has it been helpful? What kind of magnesium? So magnesium glycinate is often helpful for magnesium. And then with any supplement, make sure you're getting a third party tested supplement. It'll say third party tested or lab tested on the label. That's really important. Look for GMP certified. That stands for good manufacturing practices. A good company will have a return policy. And then you might try taking that with lion's mane. I found my sleep is greatly improved with lion's mane. Specifically, the lion's mane I take is a mix of 10 medicinal mushrooms. That's been really great. Seattle here. I sleep 3 hours a night and I can't take this anymore. It's been 3 years. Well, what's going on? Why are you only sleeping 3 hours a night? That sounds very serious. I'd love to be of help, Desi. And then let me bring on my TikTok live on my computer because then I can answer more of your questions. I can see more of your questions than on my phone. Give me one moment here. So it's so cool. I can broadcast on TikTok, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Oh goodness, that's a loud noise. I can broadcast on all these things for free simultaneously at the same time. It's so cool. Wow, that's the sound of a tornado or hurricane or tornado. That was crazy. Oh my gosh. All right. No, I don't wanna watch that live performer. I wanna watch me. Where's my live? This should pop up. Come on, TikTok, show me my live. Why aren't you doing this? Just a moment. I'm trying to get to the live stream on TikTok so I can comment, on my computer, and come on, show me my live stream. What are you doing, TikTok? Maybe they don't want me commenting on my live stream. There we are. All right. We got 156 people on. Outstanding. Okay, so I will be able to field your questions on the computer as well, which will be much better. Okay, great. So we're on. Fantastic. So let me know about your questions. Grace, you are so intelligent. I learned so much from you. Thank you so much. You are just so kind today. I so appreciate it. Send me a message on Instagram. Let's chat. By the way, if you want to send me a personal message, I do check my messages on Instagram. I'm not able to on TikTok, but if you'd like to send me a personal message, you can ask me a question or tell me what you're doing that's working. Tell me you're eating sardines, you're getting better sleep, you're exercising, you got out of a toxic relationship, you gave extra hugs today. Let me know about the good things you're doing. I love reading those. It's really inspiring. It reminds me why I do this. I do this because I love it, but I love the positive feedback from you, hearing about how you're improving your life and your health. Okay. So lion's mane. Yeah, Guy, lion's mane's great for sleep. It's wonderful. Clover, is too much sleep harmful? Great question. So what we find in the research is that people who sleep, I think it's more than 12 hours a day, that's associated with poor health, but we don't know why. Sleeping too much might be a result of people who are already sick. And so they're trying to get better. And so their body's asking for a lot of sleep. And so we don't know if people who sleep over 12 hours are just really, really sick and they're trying to get better, or if it's actually associated with too much sleep. People who are depressed will often sleep a lot and they'll often have a lot of REM sleep, which is dreaming, which is actually tiring. And so people will be depressed and sleep for 12 hours and they'll be having lots of REM sleep and they'll wake up and they'll be tired because REM sleep is in some ways is actually exhausting. Hit the like, hit the thumbs up button if you're having a good time and if you think other people would benefit from this. And so, Clover, yes, you can get too much sleep. Probably 10 hours is the max for most healthy adults. Give yourself 9 hours. And I like to give myself 9 hours in bed as like a window to ensure that I can sleep at least 8 hours. That works for me. I haven't used an alarm for the last, has it been the last month or so? It's been great. I've been staying up as late as I need to on TikTok Live, on Instagram, on YouTube, answering questions, doing the Lion's Den, and then I'll sleep as late as is helpful. And then that's been really, really helpful. Amber, what do you recommend for someone who's addicted to sugar? I recommend getting sugar out of your house and telling people not to bring you sugar. You'll have friends, well-meaning friends, they'll bring you over donuts or bring you cookies or, hey, I just made brownies or do you want some of this? So it's a really good idea to tell your friends, don't bring over sugar. Be really clear with them. It's really helpful. Get your family on board. Tell them, hey, I want to give up sugar. Please don't bring any and let's get it out of the house. Find some healthy replacements. So find some healthy chocolate that you like or make your own chocolate. I have a great recipe for you if you would like. I have a great recipe book if you want to get that. That's below my profile. Actually, let me drop that into the chat here. What is that? That is on Linktree. And then, so if you download my free ebook that I wrote with Chad Tackett on weight loss supplements, there's also a recipe book in there, and it's got great desserts. I have a sweet tooth. I like dessert a lot. Free supplement ebook and recipe book. So it's like the second link, I think. So the first one is my lion's mane. The second one is the free ebook, top 10 weight loss supplements. Get that. You also get a recipe book. So Amber, do that. And then magnesium actually helps with addiction. So magnesium's good. And then I like lion's mane just to improve health and improve sleep. Daniela Doodle, I thought that was a T-Rex and startled me with my headphones. Oh, sorry about that. Jenny, terrible sleep. Tried all. Going to try lion's mane. If it helps with focus, won't it keep me up? Great question. So lion's mane is really interesting. So lion's mane helps with, some people feel energized if they take it during the day. It does reduce anxiety. And then taking it at night, I take it an hour before bed. I sleep so much deeper. It's really, really great. And then other people have reported this as well. If you're sleeping better because of lion's mane, please drop something in the chat. We don't know exactly why mushrooms are so beneficial. We're still learning about them. They're not well understood, but we do know that they're very, very healthy. So, for example, two servings of mushrooms per week significantly reduces the risk of Alzheimer's disease. In a study of 663 people from Singapore, those who ate 2 servings of mushrooms a week had a 60% reduction in their risk of Alzheimer's disease. So mushrooms really, really matter. And we don't know exactly why lion's mane and other medicinal mushrooms are so helpful. So Jenny, I'd ask you, why is your sleep terrible? Are you sleeping consistently? Are you getting sunlight in the morning? Are you watching scary movies before bed? Do you have a bedtime ritual? Do you have a morning ritual? Lion's mane may help, but it's not likely to be enough. If you have terrible sleep, you really got to get the things dialed in. I'll walk you through my sleep schedule in a little bit if that'll be helpful, but I want to answer some more questions. But I'll tell you the steps to take to optimize your sleep. And it starts by going to bed at a regular time. This has been difficult for me. I like staying up. I like being spontaneous. Who likes to stay up and be spontaneous and then go to bed whenever you like? I mean, I sure do. But that doesn't promote good health and that doesn't promote good sleep. And so having a regular sleep and wake time is really important. Not eating before bed, at least 3 hours. Give yourself at least 3 hours between last meal and bed. That's really important. And then when you wake up, get outside immediately. Even if it's not sunny, even if you're working the night shift, get outside immediately as soon as you can. So I wake up, I drink celery juice, I put on my clothes, I'm out the door, and I'm walking in the neighborhood, whatever neighborhood I'm in. I was in Austin, I was in Miami Beach, I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio now. Wherever I am, I'm walking. It's a non-negotiable. I'm not doing work. I'm not checking email. I'm not talking to anybody. Like if my parents say, Robert, I need your help, I'll say, I'm not available now. I'm going outside. I walk right now. I get that sunlight in my eyes and on my skin first thing in the morning. That helps set my circadian rhythm. Really, really important. All right, Kay Reeves. So we have 65 new messages. I'm sorry, I'm way behind. Caitlin here. Hi, Caitlin. Asking, are there foods to avoid during the day that can negatively impact sleep? So the foods you want to avoid are you want to avoid sugar. That's just not good for you. Avoid foods that upset your stomach. That can make it difficult to sleep. And then avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Those are the big foods to avoid. Hi, Jamal. Welcome. Great to have you. Okay, I'm going to skip to the bottom. Please enter your comments again if I missed it. But I'm way behind. So Plumbarius, does wheat bread help before bedtime? I don't know. I'm not a fan of wheat. I'm not a fan of grains. Gluten, I really recommend avoiding gluten. There's a lot of data to show that human beings, gluten's a protein. We can't break down gluten. We don't have the enzymes to break down gluten. So gluten can punch holes in our stomach lining and begin the process of leaky gut. It's not good. Una Chuluria, can you add the link of the recipes on Instagram? Yeah, if you go here, let me give you the link. The link to get your recipe ebook is, let me get this for you here. It's bettermemorysystem.net/weight loss supplements. I'll say it again, bettermemorysystem.net/weight loss supplements. You get a supplement ebook and a recipe ebook. And then if you want, you get a free hormonal profile from Chad Tackett, which is a great resource to show you how you can set up your hormones to burn fat. Can you take lion's mane if you have epilepsy? UUU111. Check with your medical doctor. Likely, yes. Epilepsy also, what's great for epilepsy is the ketogenic diet. There's great research on the ketogenic diet on children. There's a documentary I recommend for everyone called Fat. And then there's another one called Fat Fiction. They're both available on YouTube for free. They show in the beginning of the documentary, I forget which one, I think it's just called Fat, that they give children with epilepsy the ketogenic diet, and they're so much healthier. It helps a third of them reduce symptoms. It helps a third of them recover completely or reduces symptoms completely. Then the last one is a third of them it doesn't help. So 2/3 of children with epilepsy do well on the ketogenic diet. Hello from the UK. Well, hello. Yellow Roses. As someone that is dealing with bad anxiety right now, I do believe the lion's mane is helping. Awesome. Big roar to you, Yellow Rose. By the way, I want to congratulate all of you who have taken action to get help and improve your health, whether that's getting lion's mane, whether that's investing in sardines, whether that's hiring a health coach, whether that's giving up sugar. I really want to acknowledge all of you. Really, really great. I'm really proud, and I'm proud of all of you who are taking action. And even if you're just here for entertainment or just to learn, this is a good place for you. This is way better than watching porn, than watching bad movies, than watching trash TV, than scrolling through social media. I aim to have this not only be entertaining, but really valuable, so you can leave with something that can help you in the rest of your life. And I hope you enjoy the community. I love the community of supportive people. Some people have been coming on with some serious challenges, and we've been sending prayers and love to people. And I just love it here. And so congratulations, Yellow Rose. I'm glad that is helping with your anxiety. And also sleep helps with anxiety. So if you take lion's mane before bed and you sleep better, that helps with anxiety as well. If you're just joining, enter your first name, where you're from in the chat. If you've learned something, give a like, give a thumbs up. Please share this with other people. We're talking about something really important today, which is sleep. Okay. Dixie Pixie Girl, roar to you. Maureen, can a person eat too much roasted vegetables? Yes, you can eat too much of anything, and it'll upset your stomach. It'll just be too full. So the other day I cooked a huge amount of Brussels sprouts for me and my parents, and I left some on my plate because I was full, and it was not good. Thank you, sweet Cinderella. I appreciate that. So, use your stomach as a gauge. If you eat lots of high fiber foods like vegetables, at some point you're going to get full, and just stop and just step away. So UUU111, it's not about how much lion's mane. It's more about when. And so I don't know what the right amount of lion's mane is. So for example, my lion's mane supplement, Roar Lion's Mane, it's got 266 milligrams of lion's mane, but also has cordyceps, reishi, shiitake, maitake, turkey tail. It's got a blend of medicinal mushrooms. And people take this 1 to 2 times a day. And I get really great sleep. It also helps with anxiety during the day, helps with focus. I take this other lion's mane supplement as well. This is a lion's mane coffee replacement. It's called Omium. I do this 2 or 3 times a day. I do a lot of lion's mane, and it's really, really helpful. This is a sponsor of the show as well. You can get that below my profile under products for optimal health, and there's a great discount code for that. So there's not a too much lion's mane. It's more you want to take the right kind and a high quality. By the way, my lion's mane is the highest quality lion's mane at the best possible price. It's third-party tested, GMP certified, comes with a money-back guarantee. You're not going to find a better one at a better price. So if you're going to buy any lion's mane, at least try this. If you don't like it, I'll refund you. No problem. But I want you to try this because it's such a great value. And if you like my Royal Lion's Mane, please drop something in the comment. Anna Jofresa, I wish I could stay and listen because I'm super interested, but I have to work early in the morning. All right. Mary Pova, I drink mud water instead of coffee. Have you heard of it? Yes, I have. So their competitor, Omium, is a sponsor of mine. So I'm very biased against mud water, to be perfectly honest with you. We're going to do a mud water Omium coffee taste test later on. That's going to be lots of fun. Candace, I know that your gut, anything for gout. Yeah, gout, you want to reduce uric acid. So one thing to reduce uric acid is black seed oil. Awesome, you're going to love it. Black seed oil. So if you have gout, look up black seed oil. It reduces uric acid. You can 2,000 milligrams is the amount that most people take. Christina, is there anyone that shouldn't take lion's mane? Not specifically. Lion's mane does lower blood pressure, which is healthy, right? Most of us want things to lower our blood pressure. And what's good, so you want to look, if you're taking blood pressure medication, you just want to know that. It also reduces depression and anxiety. So if you're on antidepressants or anti-anxiety drugs, you simply want to know that because it'll be quite effective. So I think that's it. If you're taking any medicines, before taking any supplement, please check with your medical doctor or pharmacist. I'm serious about this. Pharmacists are the most accessible. Just walk into Target. Hey, I'm taking metformin and I want to take lion's mane. Is that okay? Right? And then ideally bring in the bottle and just have them look at it. Like pharmacists will totally help you out. They want to answer questions. I want you to be safe. If you're taking any medicine, you really want to check with a medical doctor before taking, or a pharmacist before taking anything, because I want you to be safe. I really do. I do know Huberman's podcast. I love him. I've invited him on the show. I would love to have him on. Huberman is great. Oh, some people followed. Great. Thank you for following. Lily here. Does lion's mane by itself gave? Lily, I'm missing the second part of your question here. I don't have a brand of berberine I recommend. User 92. Mart, is there a supplement or vitamin you do not recommend taking with lion's mane? That's interesting. I'd have to think really hard. Let me ask ChatGPT. Let's go to ChatGPT. Good question. All right, time for my water. So this is fluoride-free water. Really important to do this. Fluoride-free water and vitamin C and magnesium and some sea salt. Apple user, if you want aniracetam, search by aniracetam, the country that you're in, or you can become a Patreon patron. There's a link below my profile. I share that info with my Patreon patrons. If I tell everyone, they're just going to sell out. So for $3, you can be a Patreon patron and you will learn where I get my aniracetam. So any supplements to avoid when taking lion's mane? Question mark. Yeah, Celtic sea salt is great. Check with, if you have high blood pressure, check with your doctor. Generally speaking, salt is very safe, but before doing anything that affects your health, check with a healthcare professional. Right. So there's no significant interaction between lion's mane and other supplements or medications. If you are taking blood thinning medications like warfarin, it's best to consult your doctor before taking lion's mane, as it can increase bleeding. Also, if you have allergies to mushrooms. So Mart, that's your answer. Right now, we don't know of any to not take with lion's mane. If you're taking blood thinner or blood pressure medications, you definitely want to check with your pharmacist and or doctor. Why are you scrolling TikTok? I want to look at these things. I have tinnitus. So Guy, check out Hydrogene for tinnitus. Lion's mane just might be helpful in general. It might help you sleep. I know sleeping is difficult with tinnitus. But Guy or Guy, however you pronounce your name, please check out Hydergine, spelled Hydergine. It is great for tinnitus and it's good for your brain. Susan Brow, I'm sorry, please explain how to order your lion's mane. Yeah, Susan, go to roarlionsmane.com or click the link below my profile. So Susan, so you can order lion's mane here, order lion's mane here, www.roarlionsmane.com. Or if you go to the link below my profile, if you click this thing, or if you're on Instagram, if you click this thing, it should take you to my thing. It should take you to my link tree, and then the lion's mane is the first thing on top. If you're just arriving, please enter your first name, where you're from in the chat. If you're new or you never comment, if you often watch but never comment, please put your name in. I'd love to say hello. Please repeat the thing about fluoride-free water. Yeah, you want to avoid fluoride in your water because half the fluoride we drink stays in our body. It stays in our tissues, our organs, our bones, and our body is best without fluoride. And it specifically goes to the thyroid, and it can reduce thyroid function. So you generally want to avoid consuming fluoride. You can use it in toothpaste. Don't swallow your toothpaste, right? Your toothpaste has a warning on it. Do not swallow. Where do I source my lion's mane? So Phyllis, I went to 33 different supplement companies, and this was the best quality product at the best price. And so I hunted down a bunch of different supplement companies to find the one that I have. You're welcome, Terry. Thank you for that kind note. Do I recommend L-tyrosine? Lucy Robillard, or Luce. It depends on what you're doing. Not everyone benefits from L-tyrosine. So if you have thyroid function problems, L-tyrosine can be helpful. If you have attention problems, L-tyrosine can be helpful. If you want to lose weight, L-tyrosine can be helpful. If you want to fast, L-tyrosine can be helpful. I don't take it on a regular basis. I'll take it sometimes, but you want to have a purpose for taking L-tyrosine, just like you want to have a purpose for taking L-theanine. Don't just take it to take something, take it for a purpose. So I take L-tyrosine when I want to calm down, or I'll take L-tyrosine if I drink a huge thing of coffee, and then I'll take L-tyrosine or L-theanine to like even it out. Does that make sense? So have a purpose for taking these things. So why are you taking lion's mane? Probably for sleep, for anxiety, or for brain health or immune health. One of those things, right? And that's great. Don't just take lion's mane because you heard it's cool. I mean, there's worse things to do, but take it for a reason. Take it for sleep or anxiety or depression or immune function or brain health. One of those things. Memory. Why are you taking L-tyrosine? Are you taking it because you want to get off ADHD drugs? Are you taking it because you want to fast in the morning and this will help you? Are you taking it because you want to prevent Parkinson's disease? Why are you doing it? Where to find Nrastim? I answered that. Usera HDA, would it help with restless leg syndrome? I don't know. Thorn, berberine is third party, works really well. Thank you, Michael. Or Michelle. Michaela. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. So someone's saying thorn berberine is good. I haven't tried that out myself. Antoinette, have you ever taken pathophysiology? I did not. Kamba, what can I do for intense brain fog? Well, it depends what caused it. So first, you might not be sleeping well. Michelle, thank you, Michelle. So a lot of people have brain fog. They don't sleep well. So I'd correct your sleep first. Some people aren't drinking enough water. If people are dehydrated, some people have extreme brain fog. Some people might not have enough minerals. They're missing salt, potassium, magnesium. If you don't have enough salts, electrolytes, you can get brain fog. So it depends what's causing the brain fog. Can you talk about nighttime routines? Yes. I have tinnitus. Would lion's mane help? All right, I just answered that guy. Nighttime routines. Okay, so here's a great nighttime routine. Here's what I do when I get off of this. So I work late, right? I'm working until 12:30. Yesterday it was till 1 a.m. I want to get to sleep and I want to get good sleep. So after this, I then put on my blue blockers. I don't have those. Those are in the other room. And then I will take a lion's mane supplement, and then I will take melatonin. I got my blue blockers on. And then I will get into a hot bath. Or if I had a hot tub, I do a hot tub. Or if I had a sauna, I get in the sauna. This is good an hour before bed. Heat an hour before bed promotes deep sleep. Next, so I'll do that for 20 minutes, and I'll just relax. I used to answer messages at that time. That's not helpful. And so once you begin the nighttime routine, turn off work. It's really difficult to work and then get into bed. Our brain keeps running. So I do that. So I do melatonin, lion's mane, I used to do magnesium. I'd now take a bunch of that during the day, and then blue blocker glasses, hot tub or hot bath, and then journal. And then if I have problems, I've gotten into this ritual. I have this little Mayan doll that you tell all your problems to before you go to sleep. That was really helpful because I noticed I was saying the same thing over and over again. And I thought, wow, that's so interesting, that this is really on my mind. So have a way of confessing your sins, right? If you're worried about, is my kid going to do okay in school? Or are my kids safe? Or, is my health going to improve? Um, or is this money challenge going to work out? If you say that out loud, it's interesting how often they repeat themselves. um, and then I practice breathing. So let's do this right now. Here's the breathing exercise I did before bed. So get into a comfortable position, sit up straight, and we're going to do what Andrew Huberman calls the physiological sigh. It's a double inhale, slow exhale. So it goes. So breathe in through your nose, fill your lungs 80%, pause, fill them the rest of the way, slow exhale through the mouth. And we're going to do that 3 times. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, pause, inhale, slow exhale. Once more, inhale, pause, inhale, slow exhale. Last time, inhale, pause, inhale, and exhale with a sigh. Wow. If you want to, stay here as long as you like. Hopefully that feels good. Notice the change in your body and your physiology. I'm noticing my arms and limbs are heavier. I'm noticing my chest is relaxed. I'm noticing there's this really gentle pleasantness of just sitting here and feeling so good. I also notice some lightness on the top of my head. And so this is something I practice regularly before bed to reduce stress, anxiety, prepare me for sleep. It's super good. I'll also do it during the day if I'm getting some stressful news. And so please drop in the chat how you feel, how that worked for you. So that's my evening ritual. It goes supplements, blue blockers, hot tub, journal, breathing. I'm in bed. My phone is turned off. I don't watch television. I try not to do more work. Yeah, Cameron, for hydrogen is spelled Hydergine. I'm sorry. Let me say that slower. You're French. Thank you for telling me. Hydergine. Let me drop that in the chat. Hydrogen. The prescription drug you need to check with your medical doctor. Okay, Christina, Leo, that was awesome. Great. How else did that work? Elizabeth, amazing. Kamba, best time to take lion's mane. I take it an hour before bed, and then I'll take this supplement, which has lion's mane. This is similar to mud water, except it tastes really, really good. And this I'll take in the morning and the early afternoon. I put that in my smoothie and my coffee. I had some tonight before dinner. I was running around and I wanted like a hot chocolate sort of thing. And so I had that. It's really, really good. Warrior, what do I think of Alpha GPC? It's great. I just recommended it to someone whose mother has early stage Alzheimer's disease. Sheena, I yawned. Yeah, totally. Amber, does the lion's mane have an expiration date? Yes, my lion's mane, the expiration date is September of 2024. So it's about a year and a half shelf life. Jenny, I just ordered mushroom coffee because of you. Outstanding. Did you get this? Did you get the Om Yum lion's mane mushroom coffee? It's so good. You're gonna love it. I love the company. They're doing really good stuff. Do I recommend a liver detox? Not right now. I do recommend milk thistle, especially if you've been a heavy drinker or you eat too much sugar. Sugar is actually really bad for the liver. So it's a good idea to protect your liver with milk thistle. What are blue blockers? Let me go grab those for you. I will be right back. All right. So these are blue blockers. These are these cool glasses. You want the dark ones, the amber ones for right before bed. The darker, the better. You don't drive with these when you walk around the house. You got to be careful. But I put these on. Just putting them on is just very calming. So these are blue blockers. These are glasses that help block out light. And that's important because when you look at bright light, that reduces melatonin. And you don't want to reduce melatonin. You actually want to protect your melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that promotes sleepiness. And so looking at bright lights, so the worst thing you can do for your sleep is to look at your phone in bed. That's like the absolute worst thing you can do because it's a bright light right in your face. The phone is stimulating. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, they're all very stimulating. They're designed by very smart people to keep you awake and alert and keep you clicking on offers that make you buy. And so they're trying to keep you awake and keep on, hitting the buy button. And so they're trying to keep you awake. So you don't want to look at your phone in bed. It's a terrible, terrible idea. Um, and then so after this, I basically turn off my phone and then I put these on, and this helps relax me. So I put these on an hour before bed. 2 hours would be optimal, but I've tried doing my lives with them and they're just not as good. Like I want to communicate with my eyes, and people enjoy the lives more without glasses. So I don't wear these on the lives anymore. Una chuleria, a good replacement for canola or vegetable oil is avocado oil. Very, very good. I want to share with you some other sleep things that I do. This is a cream my mother gave me for Christmas. It's called Soothe. It is a magnesium cream. It's by Sagework Organics. Soothe by Sagework Organics. I'm not sponsored by them, but I use them. And this is a magnesium cream that I'll put on before bed. And then I'll use some Scotch tape on my mouth. This promotes nose breathing. This is really, really important. I started this almost 2 years ago, and I really like it. So basically, just take a small piece of tape and then put this over your mouth. This, and then that holds the mouth, the lips together during sleep, and then you're much more likely to breathe through your nose. It really, really helps. Like you want to breathe through your nose the vast majority of time. The nose both filters the air, it moistens the air. And actually people who are mouth breathers, they're just less healthy. We can go into that more in detail. And so breathing through your nose while you sleep at night, really, really a good idea. I highly recommend looking at some taping videos. They're called like mouth taping on YouTube, and you can see people talk about its benefits. I really like it. And that's a very inexpensive way of improving your sleep quality. Okay. Brian, how much lion's mane do you take a day? So Brian, follow the instructions on the bottle. I take 2 different lion's mane supplements, and I take 1 to 2 doses of each a day. Sometimes I'll do 3 of these. Michelle, can you roll your ankles, feet in bed? That helps with sleep. And there's pressure points on the wrists. You can roll your ankles and sweet. Well, thank you. That's great. Okay, I'm going to skip to the bottom here. I'm behind a bit. Is your lion's mane grown on wood or mycelated oats? Casey, I don't know. That's a good question. Tiffany, brand blue blockers? I don't know. They're actually called Blue Blocker registered. I don't know. The best ones are by Dave Asprey. I used to work with that company. I did some marketing for them. I think they're called, what are the Dave Asprey blue blockers? Called True Dark. Those are the best ones. They're a bit expensive. They're like $70. You can get some on Amazon that are blue blockers for 20 or 30. Dave's are really cool. He'll tell you why they're better than anything else ever made. I don't know why they're better than anything else, but they're good. Barb, where do you use your magnesium cream? You can put it on your feet. You can put it on anywhere on your skin. Blue Nova, I'm 50 and retrained my lips. Awesome. Patricia, I just received my lion's mane. Awesome. Any tips? Yeah, I would take it at night before bed and see how you sleep and see if you get cool dreams. I get really cool, vivid dreams on lion's mane. Anyone else give vivid dreams? Put something in the chat. Give me a like if you can relate to that. Oh my gosh, Antoinette, before I had my tonsils removed, I was a mouth breather and was very sick. Thank you. Shilajit. Yeah, if I get a bunch of questions on Shilajit, I'll go into that. But I more want to talk about sleep today. Cassia Kroll, how to improve memory. Extreme problems with general anesthesia. It's been 2 weeks. Okay, so general anesthesia. Listen up. Write this down. This is from Kasia or Cassia Kroll. Anyone interested in general anesthesia? So general anesthesia can be very harmful to our memory. So some things you can do: alpha GPC, up to 1,200 milligrams a day. And then aniracetam. Find some aniracetam or oxiracetam, Oxiracetam. Max dose of oxiracetam, I think, is 1,000 milligrams. Max dose of aniracetam is 1,500. It's shown in mice studies that aniracetam and oxiracetam improve memory after brain damage to mice and after general anesthesia. So, and 2 weeks is not too late. They did it up to 6 weeks after general anesthesia, if my memory's correct. They did it weeks afterwards, so it's not too late. But Cassia, do everything you can to get some aniracetam or oxiracetam. Not give you medical advice. I'm not a medical doctor. My mother's having surgery on Friday. She's getting aniracetam on Saturday. Next day, I'm giving her aniracetam because I want her brain to recover from it. So that's a really good question. You can recover your memory after general anesthesia. I love magnesium cream. I swear by it. Fantastic. Lion's mane good also for Parkinson's patients. So we don't know yet. There's some research to suggest that lion's mane may be helpful for Parkinson's because it's neurogenerative. It helps generate new neurons and repair neurons because it increases BDNF. So it may be helpful for Parkinson's. Exercise, for that same reason, is also helpful for Parkinson's. Michelle, yes, I get crazy dreams now. Yeah, totally. Lion's mane, I get like, it's fun. I'll go to bed and I'll have these adventures in my sleep and I'll remember them and I'll get to experience them. They're really cool. Vivid dreams rock. Luna, how much do you sweat, if any, in the sauna? A lot. I was just in the sauna today. I was sweating a lot. Dr. Dale Bredesen, who wrote the great book, The End of Alzheimer's Program, he's the person who basically cracked the code of Alzheimer's. And I use his work in working with clients to help them reverse cognitive decline. He talks about when you're in the sauna, you want to pat your skin dry and absorb that sweat. Sweat is a great way of detoxing or detoxifying the body. So when you sweat, absorb it with a towel. So I'm in the sauna, I'm sweating, I'm patting my body dry constantly to suck up that sweat, and then I'll wash that towel immediately. You don't want to use the same towel over and over again because you don't want to put those toxins back on you. Sweat's a great way to get rid of cadmium, for example. So I sweat a lot in the sauna, and I like to sweat in the sauna. Vivid, but not scary dreams. Yes, absolutely. March, vivid dreams with lion's mane. Totally. How sleep more readily. M. So M, how to sleep more readily. So first thing I'd recommend is getting a regular sleep time, whatever that is. My regular sleep time is around 2 a.m. because I'll stay up on TikTok broadcasting with you, and I love being here with you until 12:30, 1 o'clock. So 2 is about the earliest I can go to bed consistently, and then I'll wake up between 9 and 10. So get a regular sleep time. That's step 1. Step 2, get a nighttime routine, which involves maybe some supplements like melatonin and lion's mane and magnesium. Check with your medical doctor on those things. Blue blockers, some meditation, some breathing exercise, some journaling. That's really helpful as well. Lucy Robillard, what you recommend for the liver? You said it, but I did not hear. Milk thistle. I'll drop in the chat. For liver, milk thistle. For liver. This is for Lucy Robillard, or Lucy. For liver, milk thistle. Don't have a brand I recommend. Look for third-party tested and GMP certified milk thistle. TikTokism. Yes to vivid dreams, but I feel like I don't sleep. Are those vivid? You'll feel like you sleep. So I'm not sure what exactly you're experiencing. If you have vivid experiences that you remember, you're doing vivid dreaming. How are my Instagram folks doing? There's 19 of you on here. If supplements are in pill form, can they be crushed? Capsules can be opened. So last night I opened one of these capsules and I ate it just to demonstrate it. So this is a capsule that can be opened. If enough of you tell me to do it, I may eat one of these, open this up and taste it in front of you. That was fun. So that's a capsule. So you can open this. A pill that's like hard, you can crush those up. I don't recommend crushing pills up because generally that's not the instructions to do that. And so crushing pills up can affect the way that they're absorbed. Thank you, Jamal. Brian, how much lion's mane should we take at a time? Follow the instructions on the bottle, Brian. So mine says take two. So take two pills. I would take two before bed. And then if you have anxiety during the day, I would take two then. Or if you just learn something. So if you're going to, so I went to a concert that I wanted to remember. I'm going to post the video soon. It was a beautiful concert. It was the best musical experience I've ever had in my life. I was 2 feet away from some of the violinists. It was amazing. I wanted to remember that. So I took lion's mane immediately afterwards. So you can take lion's mane immediately after a learning experience that you want to remember. And then tell yourself, I'm going to remember this. That I don't know if that's exactly how it works. Some hardcore research scientists might say that's not how lion's mane works. They could be right. What I know is that lion's mane increases brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which facilitates the growth of new brain cells. And new brain cells, according to the research from Dr. Elizabeth Gould at Princeton, new brain cells increase memory. So I'm doing something to increase memory. And I'm also programming myself. I'm telling myself, I'm going to remember this. And I have an action, a science-based action with that, as well as like an affirmation. And that certainly increases the likelihood of remembering that. So my steps might not be exactly perfect, or my understanding of the science is not perfect. It's good enough to tell you that taking lion's mane and saying, I want to remember what just happened, that will likely increase memories. I'm very confident about that. Make sense? Give me a roar if that makes sense. And give a roar for lion's mane. Lion's mane is a great creation from Mother Earth that is just awesome. All right, some more questions here. John, I know he would want to read the study with alpha lipoic acid. I like alpha lipoic acid. It's good. Thank you, Guy. Mission Green, can brain shrinkage be reversed? What's caused the brain shrinkage? Lion's mane does help grow new brain cells. If you really want to grow a bigger brain, I'd recommend exercise. Research from Kirk Erickson at the University of Pittsburgh found that older adults who exercised, did aerobic exercise, grew a bigger brain. It increased hippocampal volume. That's volume of the hippocampus, which is the memory center of the brain, compared to adults who just did stretching. So exercise actually grows a bigger brain. Does lion's mane grow a bigger brain? It may help. I think exercise is your better bet. So you can do both. Do both exercise and lion's mane. But if I could choose one, I would choose exercise. And then for general health, for overall health, I would choose exercise over just about anything. Sleep, diet, exercise. I don't know which one I would choose because they're all so important, right? If you don't sleep, you die. If you eat bad food, you get sick. If you don't exercise, that ain't good. So they're all so important. But I would choose exercise over any supplement for optimal health, for brain health, you name it. Hicks Blessed on Instagram. Can't sleep without taking something. Going to try your lion's mane. Awesome. My cortisol peaks at 11 to 3 a.m. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And then I'm sorry to hear about your mom. M. Hicks Blessed, I recommend, one, get the book, The End of Alzheimer's Program by Dr. Dale Bredesen. That book is The End of Alzheimer's Program by Dr. Dale Bredesen. Two, watch my free masterclass. The link is below my profile. I think it's bettermemorysystem.net/masterclass. So my website is bettermemorysystem.net and then just go /masterclass, register and watch that for free. Take some notes on that. That'll give you some helpful things. If your cortisol shouldn't peak at 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. Cortisol should peak when you first wake up. So I would get your sleep regulated. So the way our bodies work is that cortisol goes up right before waking up. So that way we get up when we wake up, right? Evolutionarily, this is important. Nature did not reward those who stayed in bed all day long. Nature rewarded those humans who got up out of their warm beds to go hunt, to go protect the tribe, to go take care of the kids, whatever. We were meant to get up. And so we have a hormonal process, which is a cortisol spike, to help us do that. And so if your cortisol is peaking at 11 p.m. or 3 a.m., that's signs of what I'm guessing is stress. And then your cortisol rhythm is off. And so I would see a functional medicine doctor about that and see if they can help. That's very serious. If your cortisol isn't good, that's not going to help. Warrior, what are your thoughts on psychedelic therapy? So psychedelic psychotherapy is now legal or semi-legal in Colorado, as well as I think in Washington State. And and maybe in Oregon. So, psychedelic psychotherapy research out of Johns Hopkins has found that one session with a psychedelic psychotherapist and a dose of psilocybin mushrooms stops people from smoking. It has a 80% success rate in helping people stop smoking. That's amazing. Imagine, imagine if 80% of smokers, one session, could give up smoking. Amazing. That's what the research is showing. Now, these people want to quit and they're willing to do the work. It's not just you take someone and bam, they're off of cigarettes. They go into there with an intention. They say, I want to quit smoking. I'm ready to give up cigarettes. They've harmed my life in this way, this way, this way. I'm ready to do whatever it takes. I will face my demons. And then they come back in the next week. They take the mushrooms. They sit there with the therapist. They work through their deal. They work through their challenges, and a lot of them end up quitting smoking. Amazing. We're just scratching the surface here. So this might be used to quit sugar. People who are addicted to sugar, addicted to food, this might be helpful. I don't know if that's true yet. We got to wait to see where the research is coming from. So, really great opportunity for psychedelic psychotherapy to help with addiction. We don't know yet for Alzheimer's disease. I'm very hopeful that psilocybin and LSD will be tested to see if it helps with neurogeneration, the genesis of new neurons, and as well as what's called neuroplasticity. That's the growth of new connections in the brain. And so we think the data looks like both LSD and psilocybin will facilitate both brain plasticity as well as potentially neurogenesis. We got to get more data though, so that those aren't hard and fast. That's what I suspect from what I've seen and my own experience. And so that's what I got for you. Very exciting stuff. And then please check with your local laws. I want you to be safe and I want you to be law abiding to the point that makes sense for you. I'm certainly not advocating anyone break your local laws, but in the state of Colorado in the United States, a friend of mine was actually very involved in this movement. They have decriminalized plant-based entheogens, which includes psilocybin. I don't think it includes LSD, but it does include psilocybin, which is really a big deal in Texas. Hi, Fit for You. Welcome. We don't know, Warrior. I think psychedelics used inappropriately can have harmful effects. I think that's very clear. So if someone takes a bunch of LSD with no guidance, can they do harm? Yes. I would say yes. Same thing with psilocybin. Can someone take a bunch of mushrooms uh, without proper instruction and just do it for fun and have a bad experience? And could that cause damage? Yes, I think so. Another problem is contamination. Um, and so it's really important that, um, shall I say, drugs are clean, that they're not contaminated with other things. So fentanyl is a real concern. Fentanyl, a lot of people are dying from heroin overdoses because their heroin was contaminated with fentanyl. Fentanyl was added to make the heroin stronger. People are dying of overdoses. Big problem. And so if someone is going to get something on the black market, you want to make sure you're safe. So you want to make sure you're testing any psychedelic medicines or any drugs. I mean, if someone were to buy cocaine, I'd recommend you test it for fentanyl because that white powder might have fentanyl in it. So whatever, I'll just be real clear. If you're going to buy drugs illegally, it's a really good idea to have them tested for fentanyl and other contaminants because I want you to be safe. I'm not advising you break the law. I want you to be safe. Okay. This is why we need to legalize drugs, in my opinion, because people are going to buy them anyway, but we want people to be safe. We don't want people dying of overdoses. We don't. No one wants that. And so, in order for it to be safe, if it's legal, it's much easier to have safe access to drugs. If you want to see society get really ugly really fast, criminalize nicotine. You're going to have a lot of smokers doing whatever they can to get cigarettes. And so when things become illegal, they become dangerous. When they become legal, they become above ground. It's much safer. So, for example, marijuana in Colorado is much safer now that it's legal because there's a higher standard of quality. And so I think this is something we all, if you agree with me, I think it'd be good for us to advocate this just from a safety perspective and a human rights perspective. Um, and just to clarify, I want you to be safe. So please, if you're going to do anything that's not, you're not buying from a store, get a test kit and make sure it's safe. And then please obey your local laws. Khalif, I just DM you. What supplements do you take on a daily basis? That's a long question. I may do an episode on that, but thank you. I'm doing a lot of anti-aging longevity supplements right now. So I'm taking spermidine, I'm taking black seed oil, I'm taking alpha ketoglutarate, I'm taking metformin, I'm taking NMN. Those are just some of them that I'm taking, and then I'm traveling soon, so I'm taking a lot of um, immune supplements, for example. Apple user Julie, I had a friend who picked a poisonous mushroom along with her magic mushrooms and nearly died. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, be safe. I really want you to be safe. That's whether you're taking supplements or you're taking something else. I really want you to be safe. That's the key to this. Hi, ordered 3 bottles of lion's mane from your site. Never received an email. Is that an issue? Kyla, I'm working on that right now. I just talked with my email provider today. You will get an email with a tracking number as soon as it's sent out. Even if you don't, your lion's mane will arise. Every single person, aside from someone in Australia and someone in Chile, has gotten their lion's mane. And so it takes about 5 business days if you've ordered. And so it'll come. And if it doesn't come within 7 business days, send me an email on Instagram. I'll look up your stuff. But you will get a message from the manufacturer shipper when that goes out. And so just look for a message about your shipment. Rex, magnesium threonate. Yeah, magnesium threonate is a form of magnesium that's small enough to cross the blood-brain barrier. So that's good. Magnesium glycinate is also good. Magnesium glycinate, I recommend people start there because it's less expensive and it's very bioavailable. It's very well absorbed by your body. And so if you're on a budget, it's easier to do magnesium glycinate. Magnesium threonate is much more expensive. And then a lot of supplements, I fell for this myself. Supplements say magnesium threonate, but it's actually a mixture of magnesium threonate, magnesium glycinate, and then some other form of magnesium. And so, and they charge a lot more for that. And so read the labels very carefully. Barb, thank you and blessings to you for all you are doing to help everyone. Thank you so much, Barbara. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Daniela Doodle, a deep-seated trauma that you've blocked out as a defense mechanism. Is there a way to recover that? That sounds like something you want to explore with a therapist. And if you're in Colorado, you can explore that with a psychedelic psychotherapist. There's a way to heal from just about everything. I think human beings are amazing. And so that sounds like something you'd want to explore with a therapist who specializes in that. What state am I located in? I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio right now. I've moved to Miami, so that's my residence. And before that, I was in Colorado. Mia, metformin messes up my stomach. Yeah, metformin, it took me about a week to get used to it. It's good for type 2 diabetes, and it's good for longevity. It actually stresses the mitochondria and makes them healthier. If you're just arriving, please put your first name and where you're from in the chat. If you're new, say hello. And if you haven't dropped a comment today, please drop a comment and say hello. Hi, where can I buy your lion's mane? Bam, go to roarlionsmane.com. I'll drop it right here. Buy lion's mane here. www.roarlionsmane.com. If anyone here has used my lion's mane and gotten benefit, would you tell Bam and anyone else how much you like it? And if you don't like it, you can share that too. Yeah, right now we have a great sale. We have a buy one, get 3 free, which is just crazy awesome. It's just a great quality at a great price. The Fry Guy, if you had to pick a fast food restaurant, where would you go? Probably Chipotle. I don't know if that qualifies as fast food. That's the closest one to food, I would say. Kathleen, any info on raw lion's mane in capsules? I wouldn't eat the mushroom raw. I would cook it for sure. Generally, you want to cook your mushrooms. That's a much safer thing to do. And supplements. Yeah, I've been talking about my supplement, Roar Lion's Mane, which is a mix of 10 medicinal mushrooms. And it's GMP certified and third-party tested. So it's really of the highest quality. And it's got a money-back guarantee. It's got a 6-month money-back guarantee. So you can really test it out. I dropped a link to buy that in the chat if you want to check that out. So if you're going to try any lion's mane, please try mine because it's the best price you're going to get on any lion's mane. It's 50 cents a day and it's third-party tested. It's the highest quality. I pay extra for third-party testing. So that way, it's of the highest quality. And if you don't like it, you can return it. Like no harm, no foul. In fact, you don't even need to return it. If you buy my lion's mane, let's say you buy life cycle lion's mane, which I was taking, good company, that's twice as expensive. And you say, Robert, you know what? Your lion's mane is not as good as life cycle, and I don't want yours. I'll say, great. Let me refund you. You can keep the lion's mane you bought. So really, no risk. I'm dead serious. Try my lion's mane and any other lion's mane you want. If mine isn't better, ask for a refund. I'm happy to refund you, and you don't need to send anything back. That's how certain I am that mine's the best. Barbara or Amber, Omyum only ships to the US. Yes, sorry, Amber. I've messaged them multiple times about shipping internationally. They're not ready to do that yet. Have I tried GABA? Yes. Alcohol increases GABA or the affinity of GABA. So GABA is kind of like a relaxing thing. I prefer L-theanine to GABA. That just this works better with the mind system. And then you want to know, why are you taking GABA? I wouldn't take GABA, and I wouldn't just take L-theanine just because, or L-tyrosine. I would take lion's mane just because that's got general health benefits. But just taking GABA doesn't have necessarily health benefits. Does that make sense? Taking a B complex vitamin, you can just take this because you know this is good for you, right? This is great for your brain. A B complex vitamin plus fish oil significantly reduces the risk of Alzheimer's disease, according to research from Dr. David Smith at Oxford. B complex, very good for the brain. It's necessary to manufacture certain neurotransmitters. It's a precursor to certain neurotransmitters. GABA is not that way. It's not like you take GABA and you're necessarily healthier. It reduces stress, it increases calm, but it's not just good for general health. Does that make sense? Give me a roar if that makes sense. All right, please put your first name and where you're from in the chat if you just got here. This is fluoride-free water from a Berkey filter with vitamin C, Celtic sea salt, and magnesium drops. And then I added some stevia to make it taste a little bit like a lemonade. Otherwise, like the salt and the vitamin C is really rough. Tristan, is magnesium citrate still a viable option? I'd recommend magnesium glycinate. It's got a better absorption ratio. Hello from California. Hi. Can you recommend weight loss and menopause? Yes. User 828000. I got a great thing for you. Who wants to lose weight? Give me a like. Give me a thumbs up. Drop something in the chat. Here's some tools for weight loss. I just wrote 2 ebooks with Chad Tackett, one of the world's leading experts in sustainable weight loss. He's going to be a guest tomorrow night. And I want to give you something. If you go to this link, I'm going to drop this in the chat. Free ebooks here. You go there. The second link says free ebook, the top 10 weight loss supplements. So I wrote that with Chad. Click that link, enter your name and email. I will email you 2 free ebooks. One is about weight loss supplements that are also good for your brain. Excuse me. Number 2 is a recipe book on healthy and delicious recipes that can help you burn fat. Now, these recipes are not magic. It's not like you eat our the recipe for the gluten-free pizza and then you'd shed 10 pounds. It's more like these foods are a replacement for unhealthy foods. And when you do this as part of a lifestyle, it can help create sustainable weight loss. So this is how to lose weight. It's diet, and it's sleep, and it's the right supplements. Exercise can help, but exercise is not the key to weight loss. Exercise can actually promote weight gain because people eat more when they exercise. After I exercise, I'm ravenously hungry sometimes. Who else is hungry after exercise, right? We eat a lot more food. But this weight loss, the supplement ebook and the recipe book, great free tools for you. Go ahead and get those now. And then Chad will be on tomorrow, and we will answer your questions about sustainable weight loss tomorrow. I hope that helps. User 828,000. Dare. Oh my gosh, 51 new messages. Oh no. I'm all behind. Can you take too much lion's mane? Is it okay to take more than recommended? So I'm not going to tell you to take more than recommended. Can you take too much? You'd have to really try. Oh, we looked up the toxicity. This is great. The toxicity of lion's mane. It's like non-existent. I don't remember the name. I don't remember the amount. It's crazy. Toxicity level. It was something like 5 grams per kilogram. So my lion's mane has 266 milligrams. That's about a quarter of a gram. The toxicity level, if I recall correctly, is at 5 grams per kilogram. So about 10 grams per pound. So let's take a 150-pound person. Um, they would need to take, if my math is right, 1,500 grams for that to be toxic. Um, that is a lot. That is pounds. That is pounds and pounds of lion's mane supplement. No one's going to do that on purpose unless they're trying to hurt themselves. And there's much better ways to hurt yourself, right? But if you want to hurt yourself, you'll take an overdose of heroin. You'll hurt yourself real bad. Please don't do that. It's a really bad idea. But that'd be much more effective than trying to eat pounds and pounds of lion's mane, right? Someone's going to get sick to their stomach before they reach the toxicity level. Vegan Life. Yes, aniracetam is a nootropic. It's a really awesome nootropic. It's one of my favorites. So, lion's mane is very, very safe. It's very, very difficult to take so much that it's bad for you. And that being said, I don't know what the optimal amount is for you. It's probably different for most people. I like to take lion's mane throughout the day to improve my productivity, focus, and reduce anxiety. Who gets anxiety during the day? Where are my ADHD folks? My ADHD geniuses. Like I have ADHD. I get the anxiety tension in my body like clockwork, 3 to 6 p.m. So I like to exercise then. I like to take lion's mane during the day to head that off in advance. By taking the lion's mane, my anxiety comes way down. I'm able to work and be much more productive, and I feel much better during that time. That's one of the reasons why I like lion's mane. It's one of my favorite ADHD supplements because it helps us sleep. ADHD people, we have trouble with sleep because we're all excited and we're bouncing around. We got 1,000 ideas, and aren't things interesting and fun? And let's stay up all night. So it helps us sleep and it helps anxiety. Huge. Plus, it helps with memory. So it's just a great ADHD supplement. Very, very safe. We don't have good data on children, so I can't say this is safe for children. It's likely safe because it's extremely safe for adults, but please check with your pediatrician because we don't have data on its safety for children or pregnant or nursing mothers. We just don't have that data, and so I don't know if it's safe. All right, great question. Just saw your video on lion's mane. I've been taking cordyceps. Is it safe to stack? Yes, absolutely. And great thing, if you're taking cordyceps, mine has cordyceps. Mine has lion's mane, cordyceps, reishi, shiitake, maitake, turkey tail, chaga. It's got 10 medicinal mushrooms, not just lion's mane. They blend and work together. They're amazing. So if you're already taking that, you can take that and that'll have that. Dixie Pixie Girl, ADHD Queen here. Awesome. Love it. We got Just Me Roar. Starbright, just received my roared lion's mane today. Awesome. Starbright, take some tonight. Starbright03, check yours out. Try it tonight. Tell me how you sleep. MSAL, roar. Thank you for posting that. Joetta, how long was your ship time? If you're in Canada, it takes like a week longer. I'm sorry. It just takes longer to get to Canada. If you're in Canada. If you're in the United States, it's 5 to 7 business days. Jen, can lion's mane help with someone with ADHD? Yes. Will it interact? It's not. Lion's mane does not interact with most prescription drugs. If someone's taking ADHD meds, check with the doctor, pharmacist, or psychiatrist. They will give you the information you need. And then we don't have safety profiles on children. It's likely safe considering its safety profile on adults, but please check with your medical professional to see what's right for you and your family. Mart. So this is interesting. Your name is Mart on Ortega. So for some reason, the names on TikTok on desktop are different than the ones when I look here on the phone. It's very weird. So Ortega, you had a question. Lion's mane makes me sleepy if I take during the day, so I only take it at night. That's good. That's good to know. People interact differently. Other people are writing me saying, hey, I improved my energy today. So it depends when you take it, and it depends your own chemistry. Can you put creamer in the coffee you use? Candy, I don't recommend creamer. I don't recommend dairy. Dairy binds the polyphenols in coffee and reduces the health benefits of coffee. So I don't recommend dairy in coffee. I recommend MCT oil. And I'm going to show you my favorite MCT oil. It is this. Nature's Way. I'm not sponsored by them. I like them. I've used this. I did a taste test of like 3 different MCT oils. This is the one I liked best, and this was the one that felt best in my body. Too much can cause disaster pants, so go slowly with this. Disaster pants is when you have to run to the bathroom because it's about to be a disaster. Women do better with a powdered MCT. Men can do better with a liquid. Both men and women do better with a powdered MCT. Liquid is more affordable. Men generally tolerate the liquid better, but women can do this as well. So Nature's Way is the one I like. I like to blend this in my coffee. It's amazing. It's so good. Who likes MCT oil in your coffee? It's so good. Antoinette, can you take lion's mane with melatonin? Yes, I do that most nights. So when I get off the TikTok tonight, I'm going to do this, put on my glasses. I'm going to take my lion's mane, and then I'm going to put this melatonin under my tongue, and then hot tub, hot bath, beginning the process. These are so powerful. Just putting these on for 20 seconds starts to calm me down, which I don't want to do because I'm going to be on with you for like another hour or 45 minutes, something like that. Cindy, can you share with any other medications safely? Yes, Cindy. So Cindy, regarding lion's mane in particular, lion's mane's safe with most medications. If you're taking any medications and then you take a supplement, talk to your pharmacist or medical professional or healthcare professional. I just want you to be safe. That's just the safest thing to do. Suggestions for tinnitus, CMS, tinnitus. I'm going to put this in the chat. Tinnitus, try Hydergine, Hydergine. Talk to your doctor. What was the name of that bottle? Which bottle, Andrea? So mine is called Roar Lion's Mane. And then this is melatonin. This is by Carlisle. And then the MCT oil is by Nature's Way. Abby Genesis, going to buy it. Pay date will be up and coming. Awesome. ADHD here. I get anxiety at 4 p.m. every day. Totally. Okay. So here's what you do. Exercise and try some lion's mane. Give that a shot. It's really helped me. Penny, I just saw a question from you. Penny, I just drink it. Awesome. Mission Green, I blend roasted cashews and water to make cashew milk. Great. Oh, Andrea, my brand of the mushroom supplement, right? My lion's mane has got lion's mane, cordyceps, reishi, shiitake, maitake, and turkey tail and chaga. It's Roar Lion's Mane. You can get it at roarlionsmane.com. Andrea or Andrea, let me put this in the chat for you. Buy lion's mane here. www.roarlionsmane.com. Thank you for all the likes and the thumbs up. I so appreciate that. That helps alert TikTok to send more people here. So thank you so much. Abby Genesis, thoughts on gabapentin for concussion? I generally don't know about gabapentin. I haven't found it to be that effective. Gabapentin for concussion. Oh, thank you for all the likes and all the hearts. I so appreciate it. Gabapentin for concussion. Several drugs are often used to treat concussion, including epilepsy drug. Treating epilepsy drug, gabapentin. So I don't know why that is. I don't know if gabapentin helps. Basically, after concussion, you've lost neurons. You've lost brain cells. And so I think you want to repair and regrow those brain cells. I don't know if gabapentin helps you do that. It may simply reduce side effects. It simply may reduce some of the things that people are experiencing. Instagram, I'm so sorry. This thing is not automatically scrolling. Yoga with Clarissa, I see your question. I'll get to you next. So if that's prescribed, follow the recommendations of your doctor. And if I had a concussion, here's what I would do. I would take a B complex vitamin and a fish oil. Those help repair the brain. Those two first. Then I'd make sure I'm getting lots of sleep. I would take lion's mane because lion's mane facilitates the growth of new brain cells, new neural connections. That's really good. I'd get some moderate exercise, whatever I could tolerate. Another thing, after concussion, it's often difficult to look at screens like screens of a phone or a computer. So blue blockers are helpful there. Actually, I got a pair of blue blockers when I was working with a blue blocker company. And I gave those to a friend of mine after a really big concussion, and it was really helpful to him. So that's just helpful with screens. Ceylon cinnamon, Ceylon, also helpful with concussions. And then aniracetam. So I'd do those things instead of gabapentin. So I generally like to do prescription drugs last. Andrew Huberman's got a great process. He says, look, first it's behaviors, then it's foods, then it's supplements, then it's prescription drugs. Go in that order. I think he's right. Because, is it better to exercise to improve your sleep, or is it better to take Ambien to improve your sleep? Well, the answer is obvious. If you want optimal health and better sleep, the answer is exercise, because exercise is good for your body and it improves sleep. Whereas Ambien is not good for your body, it's not good for your brain. It does kind of knock you out, but it impairs the quality of your sleep. And so taking prescription drugs when a behavior is helpful, it's much better to do the behavior. And this is one reason why I think America is so sick in particular, is because we've gotten so used to taking a pill rather than to doing the behavior. So there's this great cartoon that I saw. This person's in the doctor's office, and the doctor says, "I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson. It looks like you have a disease caused by lifestyle." And then Mr. Johnson says, "Oh, should I change my lifestyle?" And the doctor says, "No, we have a pill for that." Right? And that's basically how modern medicine works in the United States. People are obese because of lifestyle. They've eaten the wrong food, and maybe they had poor food education, or that's the food they could afford that's got too much high fructose corn syrup. They've been sedentary. Their job is sedentary, and they have high stress, and so they're obese. That's type 2 diabetes is a disease caused by lifestyle. And instead of telling them, hey, the right thing to do is actually to change your lifestyle, and instead we give people a drug. And so, and just doing that across all diseases is not promoting health. Yoga with Clarissa. Have you tried elixir mixes? I have not tried four sigmatic. I've heard good things about it, but I have not tried it. Donna, underactive. What about underactive thyroid and L-tyrosine for weight loss? Yeah, L-tyrosine is great for underactive thyroid. So in the United States, the most common form of thyroid trouble, your thyroid is a gland that secretes hormones that are involved in metabolism, specifically thyroid hormone. And so in the United States, a lot of people have thyroid conditions. The most common thyroid condition is called hypothyroidism. That is an underactive thyroid. Some things that contribute to hypothyroidism are fluoride in the water and fluoride in other beverages, consumption of fluoride. Why? Fluoride competes with iodine in the thyroid. If you look at a periodic table, iodine and fluoride are very similar. And fluoride competes with iodine and basically outcompetes iodine. And so now the thyroid, which needs iodine, now has fluoride in it and is not able to work as well. Hypothyroidism, underactive thyroid. So one thing you can do is to reduce your fluoride intake. This is fluoride-free water from a Berkey filter, plus some magnesium and vitamin C and some sea salt. So getting a Berkey filter or a reverse osmosis filter or spring water can really help the thyroid. Next, here's some supplements you can take for hypothyroidism. Write these down. Number one, L-tyrosine. And of course, check with your medical doctor. I'm a neuroscientist. I'm not a medical doctor. And I'm not giving you medical advice. L-tyrosine. 2 is iodine. 3 is selenium. One more time. L-tyrosine, iodine, selenium. I need to tell people to bring a notebook to this thing. There's a lot of stuff. Those 3 are precursors to thyroid hormone. When you take them together, that gives your thyroid what it needs to make more thyroid hormone, and that can be really helpful. You're welcome, Yoga with Clarissa. Okay. Let's go to the newest comments here. If I missed your comment, I apologize. Thank you for the gifts, Abby Genesis. User 614 meant to recommend store for free bot. I meant, how do you recommend the store for free? So there's no free lion's mane. The free lion's mane was last Friday, and those were people who commented on my Newsweek article. So I was recently featured in Newsweek in an article about the benefits of exercise to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. And those who commented on the article, I put them in a drawing for free lion's mane, and we had the winners. And so the only winner I think I haven't heard from is Mary, who did not leave her last name. Everyone else, I think I have the address for. There might be one other person. And if you'd like to get some Lion's Mane at a really great price, so I do have, so right now we have buy one, get three free at roarlionsmane.com. If you want to get that, that's a great deal we have going on right now while that lasts. Jen, can you talk about the blend, the other things in the Lion's Mane? How big is the pill? I will show you. Oop, I just dropped one. Here's the size of the pill. Sorry. Do I have like a quarter or something? Here's a spoon. So this would fit inside a spoon. So it's the larger capsule. And you take two of these. So you get a big dose of mushrooms. So it's not just lion's mane. It's lion's mane and cordyceps and reishi and shiitake and maitake and turkey tail and chaga. There's 10 medicinal mushrooms in here. You take two of them. That's a serving. So it's a big dose of really healthy mushrooms. Does that answer your question? User 614 or that's for Jen. Smeguns, what is the proper dosage for lion's mane? The proper dosage is what's on the bottle. Some bottles are more concentrated than others. Some powders have like big doses, like a full gram of lion's mane. And some people get benefit from that. Some people get an upset stomach from that. I remember I gave my dad, this was a while ago, I gave him a lion's mane supplement that was not mine. And he said it upset his stomach. So some of them, people don't do well. They feel bloated because there's too much in it. Thankfully, mine doesn't do that. But you can try different lion's mane supplements, see which one works best for you. We don't know the ideal dose, and we don't know. There might be, a bell curve in this. So it might be, this amount of milligrams. It might be 250 is like you get the best results. 1,000, you still get results, but maybe it's tapered, or maybe 1,000 is the best. I don't know. We don't know what the optimal amount is. And it might differ from person to person. There's no standard dose in the literature that I've seen. A very good question. Barb, could you repeat to take what for concussion and after concussion? Yes. All right. I'm going to give you the list. It's an extensive list. Barb, I'm going to count to 10. Get your notepad ready, and then I'm going to give you the list. 10, 9. I'm just going to count to 10. No, I got to count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So if I had a concussion, here's what I would do. I would take a B complex and fish oil. Those help rebuild the brain. Your brain outside of water is made mostly of fat. And so you want to get healthy fats to help repair your brain. Next, aniracetam, spelled ANIRACETAM, aniracetam, or oxiracetam, OXIRACETAM. Those are former pharmaceutical drugs that are now in the public domain that have shown in research to help the brain after traumatic brain injury. Also, general anesthesia, also stroke. They help brain recovery after an insult to the brain. An insult, I mean like this, or someone takes a drug that hurts the brain. So something that hurts the brain, aniracetam and oxiracetam are very, very helpful. Next, Ceylon cinnamon, spelled CEYLON, cinnamon. Quercetin, QUERCETIN. Is that it? There's something else I'm missing. Fish oil, B complex, aniracetam. Oh, alpha GPC. ALPHA, alpha GPC. All right. That's the list. Let's give a big hand. Let's give a big roar. That's a good list. Take that to the bank. By the way, I'm not giving you medical advice. That is what I would do. Check with your medical doctor. Some of those are pharmaceutical drugs, and you want to check with your doctor to be safe. Seagal, if someone takes a blood thinner, is it safe for them to take lion's mane? Yes, check with your medical doctor and or pharmacist. That is the one where it's like, because lion's mane reduces blood pressure, it's important to know. But you want to check first, and yes, it is likely safe. Ocean, great list. Thank you. What to start to take lion's mane, powder or pills or both? Courtney, I'll make this easy for you and I'll make this less expensive for you. Here is the best quality lion's mane at the best possible price. Start with this. Benefits you may notice that other people have noticed. By the way, if you're taking my lion's mane, if you drop something in the chat so Courtney can see your thoughts, that would be great. This helps improve sleep, actually can give vivid dreams as well. It reduces stress, reduces anxiety, helps with depression, and helps with memory. It also reduces inflammation and helps with the immune system. This is so whatever supplement you get, you want to look for three things. You want to look for um, third party tested, which means an independent company has tested this. You want GMP certified, which stands for good manufacturing practices. That's a good standard to look for in supplements. And third, you want a money back guarantee. So this is, as you can guess, third party tested. I pay extra for that. I got to pay a company to test this to have a certificate that says, yes, this is tested by an independent company. And what's on the label is actually what's in the bottle. Next, GMP certified. So the manufacturer I use, they are a GMP certified facility. Next, it has a 6-month guarantee. 6 months. You can try this. And 6 months later, you're like, you know what? That was not as awesome as I would have liked it. Let me ask for my money back. No problem. And if you're going to try, and you can also do this with multiple lion's manes. So if you want to try mine and try a liquid and then try like a big powder, take them all. If you don't like mine the best, let me know. I'm happy to refund you. So, Courtney, does that answer your question? Start with this because it's the best quality at the best price. You're not going to beat this in quality and price. If you find a better lion's mane at a better price than mine, I will pay you $100. Anybody, I'll pay anybody $100 if you can find me a better lion's mane at a better price. All right. So, Courtney, I'll just make it easy for you. And then to get my lion's mane, we have a great discount going on right now. You can buy, it's buy one, get three free. Buy one, get three free. It's a crazy good deal. And that's at roarlionsmane.com. Buy Lions Mane here, www.roarlionsmane.com. Is the link working, by the way? I don't know if TikTok allows you to click that, but that's where to go. No, Amanda. So I gave away free lion's mane to 6 people who commented on my article in Newsweek. Courtney, sold. Awesome. Yeah, the link's in my bio. I just posted it down. Awesome, Courtney. Let me know how it goes. So, Courtney, when you get your lion's mane, after you get tried for a couple days, I hope you're here in the chat and you can post and say how good it is for you. Fantastic. Tammy, night 2 on lion's mane helped me get to sleep. Awesome. But it was interrupted by pain. Oh no. So it helped you get to sleep. Well, what's causing the pain, Tammy? The M cell, you're getting sleep, vivid dreams, helped with inflammation. I love the inflammation. So reducing inflammation is a big darn deal. Inflammation basically increases the risk of most chronic disease. And so reducing inflammation is really helpful. Yeah, start taking. So a dose, Andrea, is 2. Of mine is 2. And that's what the instructions say. A dose is 2 veggie capsules. You can take more than 1 dose during the day. I've taken 5 during the day to test. I actually did a TikTok video about it. I took 4 at once. It was a lot. But take a full dose at night. And then if you experience anxiety during the day, you can take another full dose during the day. Or I like to take Omium during the day. This is great during the day. It's so tasty. I like to take it in the morning, afternoon. It's great. Antoinette, the link in the comments isn't working, but the one nearby is working beautifully. Oh, so how do I drop a comment? Here, tell me, does this work? If I drop it in here, is this going to work? I'm glad the one in the bio is working. Does this work? Resources here. Does that work? Can you click that? Tammy, you have rheumatoid arthritis and spinal injuries. Yeah, the pain from that's beyond the scope of my lion's mane. I'm glad it helps you get to sleep. I don't know what to do about the pain. The anti-inflammatory things may benefit. That may help, but that's a serious issue. So I hope you can work with a specialist who can help you with that. I really don't want you waking up with pain. That sounds really hard. Jenny, lion's mane, will it clear my brain fog? I don't know what's causing your brain fog. I'm Hashimoto's. I'm guessing you're Hashimoto's and postmenopausal. So I would address your Hashimoto's disease. So reduce your thyroid. So Jenny, we just talked about Hashimoto's disease like 10 minutes ago. And so I don't see you don't see my comment, Antoinette? I dropped it. It says resources here. Um, and so for Hashimoto's disease, you want to reduce your fluoride intake. That means drink fluoride-free water. This is fluoride-free water from a Berkey filter. And so drink fluoride-free water. Stop drinking packaged drinks. I mean, like bottled tea, bottled soda, basically any drink that comes in a package. Avoid that. Bring your own water to a restaurant. This is really, really important in protecting your thyroid from fluoride. Next, anti-inflammatory supplements can help. And I would really work on the Hashimoto's. That is going to make the biggest difference for your brain fog, I think. I wouldn't start with lion's mane. I mean, lion's mane it's going to help you sleep, and it may be helpful to your brain fog. But I think the bigger thing for you, Jenny, if you have Hashimoto's disease and postmenopausal, is working on those two things. Does it help MS? I don't think. Let's ask ChatGPT. I forget the answer to this. So what's good for MS, if I remember the supplements, are a multivitamin, and then I think fish oil. What supplements are good for MS? And I'm looking on ChatGPT, which is an AI software, which is really great. So multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune condition. By the way, if you have multiple sclerosis, I have a great resource for you. If you go to my link below my profile, and if you scroll down to free resources, you will see Dr. Shannon, free Journey to Wellness call. She is a functional medicine doctor. You can schedule a call with her for free, and she can help you with MS. She's great with MS. So here are the things that are good for MS for supplements. Omega-3 fatty acids, so like fish oil, because of their anti-inflammatory effect. Vitamin D, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin E, and magnesium. Let's see if lion's mane is helpful. It might be helpful because of the anti-inflammatory. That's going to be the answer, but I'll look it up anyway. Yes, great question, Dr. Day or Dre Day. If someone has negative side effects from lion's mane, I'd love to hear those. Is lion's mane helpful for MS? I think it's because the anti-inflammatory could be. So Jason Bourne, I don't know which B vitamin is best from Thorne. I'll tell you, I've been taking Thorne B vitamins. I like the one by Garden of Life because it's gentler on my stomach. The Thorne B vitamin, when I would take that in the morning, I wouldn't feel good in the stomach. But this one, the Garden of Life, feels pretty good. I know they're purchased by Nestle. I think Nestle is trying to do the right thing with that brand, or they're just trying to make money. I don't know, but it's a good quality. So there's limited scientific evidence on the benefits of lion's mane for multiple sclerosis. Some early studies have shown lion's mane may have anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective effects. So the benefits of lion's mane for MS would be because of the anti-inflammatory effects. Make sense? All right. Deborah, what is the amount of each mushroom in your supplement? So it's 266 milligrams of each of the following: lion's mane, cordyceps, reishi, shiitake. And then the rest of the mushrooms, it's just a blend. It's smaller than that. I don't know the exact numbers on that. You're welcome, Mayor. M-Cell, have not had any, I'm guessing, negative side effects, and you're very sensitive. Awesome. Thank you for telling me. I hear you, Jason Bourne. Yeah, like buying farmland in Africa and buying water rights. I'm not a fan of that company. I totally feel you. Yeah, Christy, I like taking lion's mane in the PM, like an hour before bed. I just sleep better. And so I like it for sleep. Sleep is one of the most valuable things for my health and my mental capacity and my ability to work. And so I optimize my sleep. But I also take lion's mane during the day as the lion's mane coffee replacement. And this is below my profile as well. If you want to get a great product, I really like them. And so I do both. I take it during the day and I take it in the evening. Seagull, I don't think my doctor even knows what lion's mane is. They are anti supplements. Well, I'd recommend you fire your doctor. Seriously. If your doctor is anti supplements, um, I don't know if that's the kind of doctor you want to see. And I'm not making this decision for you. This is your decision. And so maybe you want to find a different doctor, or don't consult that doctor. Consult a cool pharmacist that's into this stuff. All right. Jason Bourne has got weird and interesting dreams. Awesome. Ethan, I used to live in Texas. Right now I live in Miami, but at this very moment I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio. All right. So if you are just arriving, please enter your first name and where you are from in the chat. And then today we are talking about sleep and why sleep is so important for the brain. Here's why sleep is important for reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Number one, sleep is when your brain consolidates memories. So if you don't sleep, you actually won't remember what happened. If you go for 48 hours without sleeping, you won't remember what happened during those 48 hours. Sleep is required to make long lasting new memories. So that's very important. Number two, sleep is when you actually get a brain washing. There's something called the glymphatic system. This is like the lymphatic system, but it's for your brain. And so what happens is your glial cells, these are the support cells in your brain. Glial means glue. And so early scientists thought that the glial cells were like the glue holding the neurons together. It turns out they support them. There's an immune function. They help give neurons resources. And so the glial cells shrink, and then more cerebral spinal fluid can flow into the brain at night and actually cleanse it. And this will remove heavy metals. This will remove plaque that's accumulated. Really, really important. I think one of the reasons we have a headache, has anyone gotten a headache from not enough sleep? Like you don't sleep well and like your brain hurts. Has that happened to anybody else? I think that's because the brain did not get a good brainwashing. So if you're not getting a good cleansing of the brain, I think the brain gives you a headache to say, hey, don't do that anymore. It's really, really important. So sleep is really important for a cleansing of the brain. Sleep is also related to immune function. As you know, people who don't sleep are at much greater risk of basically every disease. In fact, people who sleep less than 5 hours a night are at greater risk for something called all-cause mortality. That is death from all causes. Not hard to understand why. If you're not sleeping, you're more likely to get a heart attack. We found this out with daylight savings time. When we would lose an hour of sleep, the amount of heart attacks increased the next day. That's how important just 1 hour of sleep is. By the way, the next day that's worse for sleep is Super Bowl Monday, because people are up during the Super Bowl, and that's coming up. Super Bowl Monday is this upcoming Monday. If I'm president, or when I'm president, I'm giving Super Bowl Monday off, because a lot of people don't show up to work today. There's a lot of sick days. That's the most common sick day. People show up drunk or hungover, or they didn't sleep well, so their work quality is really low. This is very dangerous in like a manufacturing plant environment, for example. So Super Bowl Monday is a really bad day to need someone's high quality service, because almost everyone watches the Super Bowl. A lot of people drink, a lot of people stay up late. So Super Bowl Monday, another day of bad sleep. So getting low quality sleep increases your risk of basically death from all causes. So you really want to optimize your sleep. Some things you can do are: number one, get sunlight first thing in the morning. When I wake up, I drink my celery juice, put on my clothes, I'm outside walking in the sun. I'm looking in the general direction of the sun, but I'm not staring at the sun. So don't stare at the sun. Also, um, don't put on sunglasses. You want just natural sunlight around you. If it's super sunny and there's snow on the ground, you know, protect your eyes, but try to go without sunglasses to the best that you can. Um, and so, sunlight first thing in the morning, exercise during the day. You want to exercise for at least 30 minutes of cardio. This is really, really important when research shows that 30 minutes of cardio increases deep sleep. So you sleep better when you move your body. Really, really good idea. Um, Another thing you can do to improve sleep quality is to reduce stress. A great way to reduce stress are breathing exercises. Andrew Huberman shows the physiological sigh, the double inhale, slow exhale. So it looks like this. Double inhale and slow exhale. Basically, if you exhale twice as long as you inhale, so let's say it takes you 2 seconds to inhale. If you exhale for 4 seconds, that's really good. Or 4 seconds and 8 seconds. And then in the evening, stop eating 3 hours before sleep or more. So if you go to bed at midnight, stop your last meal at 9 p.m. or earlier. And that you want that window because you don't want to be digesting food as you sleep. That makes your sleep less productive and it's less healthy. And then at night, you want to turn off bright overhead lights. I'm not a good example because I'm working late at night. This is my work, and I love being here with you, but I got a bright overhead light. I'm looking at computer screens. So this is not optimal for sleep. That's why as soon as we're done here, I'm taking lion's mane. I'm taking my lion's mane. I'm taking my melatonin, and then I'm putting on blue blockers. I'm doing this to really help me settle down for bed, and then a hot bath or a hot shower or a hot tub or a sauna. If you do it, first of all, sauna's got tremendous benefits for the brain and the body. Who knows about the benefits of sauna? Give me a roar about the benefits of sauna. So regular sauna use, this is research from Finland, those who use a sauna 4 times a week for 20 minutes have a 50% reduction, approximately a 50% reduction of Alzheimer's disease, of stroke, and of heart disease. Imagine 4 times a week, 20 minutes a day reduces the risk of Alzheimer's, stroke, and heart disease by approximately 50%. I think it reduced stroke by 60%. Amazing. So get in a sauna. If you are strapped for cash or you can't afford $2,000 or $3,000 for your own sauna, try investing in one with your neighbors. Find 4 cool neighbors that you like and say, hey, let's get a sauna and let's put it in one of our basements and let's just give each other access to it. And everyone throws in $500 and now everyone's got access to a sauna. Give it a try. Hopefully you really like your neighbors. If you don't, that might be the first thing. If you want to improve the quality of your life, be friends with your neighbors. Regardless of your religious affiliation, someone said to Jesus, what should I do? What's the most important commandment? And Jesus said there are 2. The first one is to love your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. The second was to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And then I think someone said, well, who is my neighbor? Well, your neighbor is everyone, but really your neighbor, let's start with who's close to you. I mean, right now in the digital world, we're all neighbors, and I love all of you. I really do. And I hope you feel the same way. And because I love humans, we're a divine creation, and it's an honor to be alive on planet Earth with you. And so our physical neighbors, those who live next to us, make friends with them. The quality of your life will go up. Also great for security. In uncertain times, one of the best things you can do is be friends with your neighbors and buy a lot of sardines. During the pandemic, I had a closet full of sardines. I had 2 years worth of sardines. I'm not kidding. I'm dead serious. 2 years of sardines in my closet. I went to all my neighbors. I knocked on their door. I brought over sardines. I said, hey, I want you to know I'm here if you need something. Here's some sardines. Do you need some toilet paper? Okay, let me know how I can help. That increases the safety of my neighborhood because I know I can trust. At least they know that I'm a nice person, and hopefully they can trust me if they need help, and I can trust them. And so make friends with your neighbors, be generous to them, establish relationships with them. It really improves the safety of your neighborhood. It improves the security that you feel in your neighborhood, which is really great. And then you can rely on each other for help. And you might be able to, invest in a sauna together. Hi, Maria. I do see your message on YouTube. Yeah, coconut oil and coffee is great. I'd recommend MCT oil. I'd recommend this, Nature's Way MCT oil. It's great in coffee. Okay, so that's my little rant on neighbors. Let's give a big hand to all of our wonderful neighbors. Whether or not we like them, I want you to love your neighbors. You don't need to like your neighbors, but at least love your neighbors and be loving to your neighbors. Jesus didn't say like all of your neighbors. He said love your neighbors. It's a higher calling. All right, 61 new messages. All right, thank you for that applause, Tammy. I appreciate it. Oh, so Jenny, sauna or hyperbaric? So those are two things. That's like saying, do you want to take lion's mane or do you want to take aniracetam? Well, they do different things. So sauna reduces the risk of Alzheimer's, heart disease, and stroke. It also improves sleep. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is also good for longevity, similar to sauna, but the mechanism is different. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy floods your body with oxygen, and over time, it can lengthen telomeres. Telomeres are the end caps of your DNA, and so people actually get their telomeres lengthen with regular use. Now, as far as affordability goes, saunas are way more affordable than hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Um, so that's something to consider, but they do different things. You can join a club or a gym with access to a sauna. That's really good. Someone asked about, are saunas sanitary? Yes, yes, they are. Saunas are actually super duper safe because they enhance the immune system. Let me look that up. I think regular sauna use enhances the immune system. Does sauna use enhance the immune system? Question mark. What toothpaste should I use? TS Movie Star. I use Tom's of Maine fluoride free. You don't need to use a fluoride free toothpaste. I definitely recommend that for kids because you don't want kids swallowing fluoride. So I highly, highly, highly recommend children, um, especially under the age of 10, use a fluoride free toothpaste. There's some evidence that regular sauna use may enhance the immune system. So saunas, first of all, they're hot, and heat kills viruses, bacteria. Well, are viruses alive? I don't know. The scientific community is not clear whether or not viruses are alive, but certainly the heat can kill bacteria. So the sauna is actually one of the more safe places. Also, sauna is dry. Bacteria like water to grow in. Good night, Happy. Yeah, I like infrared saunas. By the way, anyone who's serious about investing in a sauna, I have a very good friend who is an expert in saunas, and if you're looking for one, I'm happy to connect you with him. He can get you a great price on a sauna. And so only message me about a sauna if you're like really looking at one, and I'm happy to set you up. He's getting my parents one, and he can answer your questions. So if you want to learn about saunas or you want to invest in saunas and you want to talk to someone, let me know. I will put you in touch with him. His name is Devin. You can find him on TikTok with Thrive with Devin. So saunas are great for the immune system. And then because they're dry, it's a difficult place for viruses and bacteria and, well, not viruses, but bacteria and, fungi to replicate. So it's very safe, much safer than a steam room. I'm not saying steam rooms are unsafe, but because they're wet, there's more of an opportunity for things to multiply. Make sense? Can women take lion's mane while on birth control? I don't know why not, but you want to check with your doctor. If you're taking any medicine, and I would count birth control as medicine, you want to ask your pharmacist. I am getting fatigued here, and so we are going to be ending tonight soon. Let me look this up. Does lion's mane impact female birth control? Good question. Yes, thank you, the MCL. I do have a YouTube video with Devin and Dr. Taylor Mitchell about saunas. According to ChatGPT, there's no evidence to suggest that lion's mane has an impact on female birth control. And it's a really good idea to check with your pharmacist. They may know something I don't. Awesome. Great job, Unearthed Dreamer. Great job getting the 8 bottles. You're going to love it. You got the free shipping. Good work. Most YMCAs have saunas? Question mark. I don't know. Hopefully they do. You're welcome, Tyler Ray. How many minutes do you recommend the sauna? So Dre Day, the data show 20 minutes 4 times a week. So minimum 20 minutes and minimum 4 days a week, ideally 5 to 7. I mean, I sleep better when I do a sauna or a hot tub. So there's benefits to doing it 7 days a week, but the data's on 4. So 4 days a week, 20 minutes, that's the minimum. Do that. Minimum. I don't know about an ozone sauna. That's interesting. Good night, Maureen. Yes, Texas Mommy, we still have the lion's mane on sale. Thank you, Carrot Unicorn. I so appreciate that. I'm so glad you like the roar. So E Prado, thank you for asking. Are you new? So before you even consider getting lion's mane on Amazon, you got to try mine. And I'll tell you why you want to try mine, because it's the best quality at the best price. Welcome. So you're new. Let's all give a big hand to E Prado for being new. Welcome to the Lion's Den. This is my live stream where we have a beautiful community of wonderful people. We talk about health and wellness and neuroscience and reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease. So E Prado, I'm gonna make you. I'm going to give you some very clear reasons why you want to get my lion's mane versus Amazon. So number one, here's what to look for. Oh, look at all these wonderful welcomes coming in. That's awesome. So number one, here's what to look for in a great supplement, including a great lion's mane supplement. You want third-party tested. That means an independent company has evaluated it to make sure that it's a good quality. So you want third-party tested whatever supplements you get. Next, you want GMP certified. That stands for Good Manufacturing Practices. That means the manufacturing company has been certified that they're doing the right things. Lastly, you want a money-back guarantee. Amazon used to have a money-back guarantee on supplements. The last 3 or 4 that I bought that I wanted to return because I didn't like them, they didn't take them back. I was kind of bummed about that. So my lion's mane is third-party tested, GMP certified. It has a 6-month money-back guarantee. And it's not only lion's mane, but it's also 10 medicinal mushrooms, including lion's mane. So it's lion's mane, cordyceps, reishi, shiitake, maitake, turkey tail, chaga, 6-month money-back guarantee, and it's free shipping if you buy the upgraded package, Texas Mommy. Otherwise, there is a shipping cost. So even with the shipping cost, mine is less expensive than the vast majority of lion's mane supplements. When you do the math, it's like 50 cents a day. It's so good. And it helps with sleep. What would you pay for better sleep? I would pay like 30, 50 bucks a night for better sleep, to be frank. I mean, we pay $100 a night for better sleep when we're on the road because we get a motel, right? A motel is 60, 80, 100 bucks. Why do we get that? Because we want to sleep. That's why we got it. Otherwise, we would just sleep in our car. So we pay a lot of money for better sleep. You've probably paid for a motel at some point just to sleep, right? 50 cents a day, better sleep. And if you don't like it, money back guarantee, no problem. So I forget your name. So E Prado, you're welcome to buy whatever you like. If you want to buy on Amazon, you can. Sold. Awesome. And then, by the way, if you want to try some other ones, buy mine and try the other ones and see which one you like better. If you don't like mine best, let me know. I'm happy to send you a refund if that's what you want. So you can buy this if you click the link below my profile, or let me drop the link tree here. If you go to Roar, or if you go to roarlionsmane.com, let me drop this here. If you click here to buy lion's mane, boom. Go there, and then does that link work when I drop that link in the chat? Does that work? It's also the link below my profile. If you click here, or if you click here, look how long my finger is. I learned this yesterday. Like look at this. Look how long that is. That's like a giant finger. Like it's so much shorter here than it is here. It's a giant finger here. If you click there, you can get the awesome, Jada. You bought the coffee or the coffee replacement? Oh, the MCell doesn't work. Why am I posting this thing if it's not working? So Ethan, I do have some PDFs. Go to the link below my profile. And then I have free ebooks and free reports for you. a bunch of free resources below my profile. I'm not going to go into them. There's a lot. I might go into them. But yes, Ethan, lots of PDFs. Okay, so anyone who's considering lion's mane, please try mine. You don't need to keep it, but try it. It's a great quality at a great price. Compare it with other lion's mane. You're going to like it the best. Tyler Ray, the brand of lion's mane is called Roar Lion's Mane. Great job, Liz. Can my brother take it? He has depression, but he's not taking medicine. Yes. Yes, he can. Also, see if your brother likes coffee. People with depression who drink coffee, they do better because it gives them some energy. And they're like, hey, maybe today isn't so bad. Maybe we'll go outside for a walk. Now, is this going to turn your brother on from depression? I don't know. I would have him take this before bed and then have him take it like in the morning with coffee. This could be helpful. It's not working. You don't find the link? Does this work? How do you click the Linktree link on Instagram? How much salt should we eat a day? That depends on how much you exercise. Thank you, Ortega. If people click the link Ortega posted, does that work? Is that helpful at all? Okay, Tyler Ray, did I answer your question? Do videos have negative effects on the brain? I don't know. Certainly being on social media does. So whether or not it's the video or whether I think just being on social media kills attention span, I'm very concerned about that. Do I have a PDF of all my knowledge? No, because all of my knowledge is regularly changing. But I did just recently release 2 ebooks, and I have a couple of free reports. Let me go through some of the free resources. So beneath my profile link, which Ortega posted. So one is my Roar Lion's Mane. Next is our 2 free ebooks. One's top 10 weight loss supplements. The next one is a recipe book. You get both of those when you subscribe. There's my Newsweek article. I was recently featured in an article in Newsweek about the benefits of exercise for the brain. You can check that out. There's a free report, my top 10 brain supplements. There's a free hormonal profile with Chad Tackett. And then I want to see how many of you were interested in doing a cruise. We're going to do a cruise somewhere off the coast of Florida for 3 days, probably. So if you're interested in that, you can apply there. Next, more free resources. I have a free masterclass on how to prevent Alzheimer's disease. I have a free brain fitness newsletter. Who's getting the newsletter? I'm just working on some more today, tomorrow. So I do my best to create really great newsletters so that you learn something in that. So that's a free resource. It's the brain fitness newsletter. So those are just some free resources for you. Oh, Dr. Shannon is a great free resource. She offers a free wellness call if you have autoimmune disease or hormonal issues or menopause or MS. She's great. And then the physical products do cost money. So the physical products include my Lion's Mane, includes Omyum, the Lion's Mane coffee replacement. This is amazing. It includes Morning Man. This is my favorite smoothie in the morning. This tastes so good. I finally got my dad on this because he's like, oh, Robert, you're home. You can make me a smoothie. And I make my smoothies with blueberries and broccoli. I'll add this to it. I'll add all these different powders to it. But my dad's not going to do that. I just want my dad taking this. This has got 50 different superfoods. It's like athletic greens, but it tastes amazing. There's a decaf version if you want to give it to your kids. There's the Harmony pendant that helps reduce the negative impact of EMFs, which I'm wearing right now. This also helps with sleep. Also, my favorite coffees here. It's a small farm in Guatemala. It's a female minority-owned coffee plantation, and she pays her workers very well. And she wants to open up an orphanage. She's very cool. And then if you want to be a Patreon patron, you can click there. You can also become, you can be a Patreon for just $3 a month. And I share with you where I get my aniracetam. So those are some of the resources in the link below. I'm sorry on Instagram. I don't know the best way to get you a link. It's not like, is it just not working at all? What happens if I click it? Well, here, the link tree is linktr.ee/Robert W.B. Love. I'm really sorry I'm not able to post it there. Oh, Jada, you got it. Awesome. Great. Okay. Any other questions before we go? It is midnight. It is time for me to take my Lion's Mane. I'll do that now. I take my Lion's Mane. No, I'm going to wait till afterwards. I got my routine. All right. As soon as we're over, I'm taking the Lion's Mane, the melatonin, putting on the glasses, and we're off to the races. Tammy, you do not need to be concerned, but it's a really good idea to take action now to improve your brain health. And so, regardless of your heredity, regardless of your genetics, it's a really good idea to optimize your health and optimize your brain health, not only to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease, but reduce the risk of other diseases in the future. If you want to live to be 80 and beyond, you not only need to prevent Alzheimer's disease, which is a great risk after age 80, but also heart disease and cancer and diabetes. And so, by improving your overall health, you can reduce your risk of all of them. And I don't want you to be worried. And it's good that you're aware of this. And you're in the right place. The Lions Den, we are committed to improving brain health and reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease. That's why we're here. And we enjoy hanging out with each other. That's why there's 121 of you on at midnight and 14 of you on Instagram. And then I think there's probably 2 of you on YouTube. There's 3 of you on YouTube. That's why we're here. We're here to hang out and improve our health. And so you're in the right place. And so if you can just join one night a week, or some of you are on, 4 or 5 nights a week, it's great being here with you. And so if you want to improve your health, come here and then bring your friends here. We were talking last night about, wives bringing husbands or boyfriends here because they want them to learn. And it's a great way to spend time together. And you might hear something, ooh, blueberries and smoothies. Let's try that tomorrow. Or, hey, let's when we wake up tomorrow, let's get some sunlight, or let's exercise together in the morning. You can start healthy habits with your spouse, your loved ones, your children. And so do healthy habits with your family, with your romantic partners, and it'll make a huge difference to your overall health. It also makes it much easier to stick with those healthy habits. It's really hard to give up sugar if your husband keeps bringing home donuts, right? That's not going to work. I mean, it's hard not to eat. It's hard enough to not stop at the Krispy Kremes when you're driving back from dropping the kids off at school. It's even harder when your husband brings back the Krispy Kremes. It's like, oh gosh, what am I going to do? How do I not eat these? Right. So get on board with your husband, your wife, your partner, um, and get clear. Like, hey, let's reduce our sugar. No more sweets in the house. Right. Only sweets when we go out, or we're going gluten free, or no more packaged food. We're going all whole foods. We're doing meat. We're doing organic produce. Whatever you're doing, get on board with your whole family. Your health will really go up, and it'll stay up when you get the whole family on board. And then definitely regular exercise together. And yeah. So Patty, iodine supplements are helpful if someone has a thyroid issue. Otherwise, most of us don't need iodine supplements, but they'd certainly be helpful for people with iodine or thyroid issues. How much lion's mane should I take a week? I don't know, because I don't know what's best for you. I take lion's mane 5 to 6 days a week, and that's what works for me. I cycle on and off my lines. I cycle on and off my supplements. So I don't take supplements 7 days a week, because I want to make sure that I want to make sure my body goes without them from time to time. So I definitely don't take melatonin 7 days a week. I try to take this 5 days a week because I want practice sleeping without it. Now, I have been taking this every day. And so this is a supplement. It's also a multivitamin. It's also a food. It's my morning food. So I will take Morning Man 7 days a week. But I don't recommend taking any supplements 7 days a week unless recommended by a medical professional. Thank you, Karina. Mayor, probably. And if you're taking thyroid medication, check with your pharmacist. I want you to be safe. All right. This has been awesome. Tomorrow, you're going to love this. Tomorrow, we got Chad Tackett, one of the world's leading experts in sustainable weight loss. He's going to be here answering your questions. He and I co-wrote 2 books together. We're going to give away some more books tomorrow. So please be here tomorrow. It's going to be lots of fun. He's super great. And then he has a different perspective than I have. He comes at health from a weight loss perspective. I come from a neuroscience brain health perspective. And so we each have something different to contribute. And he is just super duper awesome. Who's seen Chad here before? Who likes Chad Tackett? Like our first time, or one of the more recent times together, there were like 300 of you on the call all at once, and it was just so many questions. It was super awesome. What time? Great question. He is going to be on, I think, at 10 o'clock tomorrow, 10 p.m. It might be a little bit earlier. I will definitely let you know. I will post a video tomorrow about when it is. Let's say 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be on for at least an hour, potentially two. He's awesome. Bring your questions, and then post your questions in the video that I'm going to post. I'm going to post about Chad Tackett in the video. So please, yes, Eastern, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be with Chad Tackett on sustainable weight loss. We're going to talk about some delicious recipes. We might talk about some weight loss supplements, and we'll just answer your questions. Weight loss is a huge part of sustainable health and long-term health, and we want to be as helpful as we can. Awesome. It was so good being here with you. I love you. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Instagram. Good night, YouTube. Good night, TikTok.